Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to discuss about CUCM OVA and CUCM installation. So what are the things we needed for the OVA and how we can install the CUCM starting from scratch? What all are the things required? Which version of ESXi required? What all are the things required? We will discuss about all the things in detail in this chapter. Okay, so let's start it with the normal overview of CUCM OVA. Like, what is overview? What is OVA? So first thing, CUCM 12.5 virtual server template, that is OVA, defines a virtual machine configuration that are supported in 12.5 release. Okay, and this contains the configuration of CUCM release, and any fresh install of 12.5 must be a virtual machine created from this OVA. So you need to be on the ESXi where you will create your virtual machine, then you will deploy your templates, and then whatever template you deploy depends on that. It will take all the required things like how much RAM you needed, what are the virtual CPUs you needed, everything. So this is the thing. So here, what's the scope? So CUCM template is an OVA, that is Open Virtual Archive file, which you can import it or deploy it from the using OVF, actually, Open Virtualization Format. That is a support of VMware, right? An OVF file defines the following virtual machine based on the deployment selected. So whatever deployment you will select, it will automatically create or it will automatically show you the number of virtual CPUs, amount of RAM needed, number and size of hard disk, ESXi support. So thing is here, ESXi 6.5 and VM version 13 and beyond dependent upon currently supported version, and OS support would be CentOS 7 64-bit. So these are the things it will like check whenever you select the proper deployment of the virtual machine, right? So OS support is CentOS, and I believe after 9.1 it got changed to RHEL. That's what we will discuss as well. Okay. So what are the deployment options? We will discuss those things first. So first is CUCM 2500 user node, that is CUCM configuration that supports up to 2500 users per node. And whenever you select this deployment model, the details it will show the CentOS CPU. It will show one virtual CPU with 800 MHz megahertz reservation, RAM that is 6 GB with 6 GB reservation, and disk that would be 80 GB disk with pre-aligned disk partitions. This is what all the details are needed whenever you choose this deployment model. This is what is it for 2500 users. Next is for 7500 users node, right? Here you can see details of operating system. So now it got changed to RHEL. And then CPU, two virtual CPUs required with 3600 megahertz because this is for 7500 users node. Now RAM is got upgraded to 8 GB and disk one, that is 110 GB disk with pre-aligned disk partitions. Okay, so now next would be CUCM 10,000 user node. So if you select this one, it will show you the details like operating system. So CPU now got changed to 4 virtual CPU with 7200 megahertz reservation. RAM would be 8 GB with 8 reservation, and disk one would be 110 GB with pre-aligned disk partitions. So depends on the user node. Like if you have a 2500 user base, 10,000 or 7500 user base, depends which you select, it will show you all the details what is required, right? And then this is for like 150 user node. Here you can see operating system, CPU, two virtual CPU with 800, 4 gigs of RAM and 80 GB of disk with pre-aligned disk partitions, right? So these all are the deployment models. Now let me show you like what are the changes from previous release. As you can see, the following are changes from the OVN previous release, that is 9.1. Operating system has got changed to RHEL, that is Red Hat Enterprise, right? And new 600 user deployment has been added, but that is used for HCS only. and adapter type is changed from flexible to VMX net 3. So whenever you are doing the installation, you will see these things. Network adapter, if you want to change it, right? The flexible to VMX net 3. And following are the changes from the OVN previous release, that is CUCM 10.x. Virtual RAM size has been increased by 2 gigs for 11 and above, and deprecated 600 and 2500 user HCS only deployments, right? And this is the change for the previous release. The virtual hardware version has been updated to 13 for 12.5 and above releases. Virtual hardware version, whatever you are doing, like you need to upgrade the versions of the virtual hardware as well. So that should be 13 now. It has been updated to 13 for 12.5 and above releases. So now, if you want to install or upgrade, just we can say if you want to install a fresh installation of CUCM 14, then you need a hardware version at least of 13 now. It should be 13 for 12.5 and above releases. Now let's discuss about the instructions whenever you are going to install a new CUCM. New CUCM, that means new cluster. So whenever you are doing an installation, you will install the publisher first, right? I hope most of the guys you will already know the first node would be your publisher and the rest of the nodes would be your subscribers, right? So whenever you are doing a new fresh installation, what you want to do, you can see these are the following steps. These are almost 12 steps which you need to perform, right? What you need to do, first step, import the OVA using vSphere client, that is ESXi vSphere client. You will import the OVA, and how you will do it, I'll show it to you. So these are the steps written over here, so you can just write it down or note it down, and then you can practice it, right? So first, using the file, you can deploy the OVF template. Just click on the host and then you can deploy OVF template, and then deploy from file and point to the OVF file downloaded from Cisco, right? Third step would be to create the virtual machine name. Need to select the server and select the data store where your ISO file is stored, right? And then you need to verify the deployment settings and then you can finish the deployment, right? This is how you import the OVA. Next step here would be to edit the virtual machine to prepare for installation, right? You need to do some settings. So once your VM is created, so in this step, your VM is created. First is, then now once your VM is created, you need to go to settings, provide the appropriate mount location for CUCM installation ISO file, select the checkbox to go into BIOS setting, right? And then you can just save the settings. This is for virtual machine to prepare. Next, you need to start the CUCM installation, right? So next step it is saying power on virtual machine. So whenever you are doing this virtual machine settings, you need to power off it, power off the virtual machine. Whenever you create it after that, you need to power off it, right? Power on virtual machine. In the BIOS settings, edit boot order to have CD drive first, followed by hard disk. This is the BIOS settings. Save it. Then you can just follow the installation procedure, whatever it is showing it on your ESXi, right? On I can say vSphere client, right? So let me show you how you can install it, how you can create or how you can configure the VM, how you can install the CUCM, right? So this is our VMware ESXi. You need to go to this host and then you can click on the create or register virtual machine. As soon as you create on it, you will get these three things. You need to deploy a virtual OVF file, click on that, and then enter a name for the virtual machine, right? Just enter the name and then click to select files or drag and drop. Then you can just select the file, right? You need to select the proper particular file. It will be stored on your machine, right? Whatever you downloaded it from the Cisco site, the OVA file, as you can see, CUCM OVA file, and then just click on next, right? So as you can see, after clicking on next, it will show you the capacity, free, everything it is showing up here, right? After clicking on next, it will show you like network mappings, disk provisioning, and the power on automatically options. You can check it out. Power on automatically should be check it, right? Once you click on next, you will see all the things: product, virtual machine name, disk, data store, everything is showing up here, and you can just verify all the details, right? After verifying it, just click on finish, and then you will see your virtual machine is created, right? So once your virtual machine is created, you can see it on your virtual machine tab here, right? Once you click on this one, you can see your virtual machine, MLB CUCM1. That's the name I gave it to you, this virtual machine, and you can see the operating system, host name, host CPU, and everything. As soon as you click on that, you need to power it off. I think discussed in the previous slide. First power it off, then you can go to the settings, and then you can check it. You can verify it, all the settings. You can upload the ISO file and everything, right? On the below you can see as well, correct? Now on this virtual, right click on it, and then you can go to edit settings, or you can see on the console, you can launch the remote consoles as well, right? Now under the edit settings, you can see you have CD DVD drive one, where it shows host device and data store. We need to click on data store, and then you can just select your bootable ISO file, right? Once you select it, you need to click a check mark on connect so that it will connect it. Network adapter, that should also be connected, right? As you can see, there is a check mark on the connect, right? Network adapter one, that is VM network, that means virtual machine network, right? And then just click on save, right? As you can see, you have added the settings, you have saved all the settings as well. Now, once you click on this one, you can see your virtual machine is loading now, right? This is what the name I gave it to this virtual machine, MLB CUCM1. Let me just expand it so that you can see it clearly. Okay, so it was waiting for hardware for the installation. Now to begin the testing, it says to begin testing the media before installation, press OK. I don't want to do that. I will just skip it out because I want to skip the media test, and I just want to start the installation, right? So it is just doing all the required things on their end, like the media check and all the other things. It will do it on his end. Now you don't need to do anything else related to the settings perspective. Now you can see it is just detecting hardware, and all the validation is passed, hardware setup is complete. Once everything is complete, it will show you the next required step. As you can see, it says CUCM, just click on OK. And then it says versions on the hard drive, none. Version, do you proceed? Yes, I want to proceed it. Then this wizard sets up installation configuration. I just wanted to skip it. Now you can see it will do everything on their end. I don't need to do anything. So it will take almost maybe 40-45 minutes for the proper whole installation to get it completed, right? As you can see, it is just showing packages completed, and I'm just actually, I will just forward this process. Maybe I can just uh, fast the process so that it will not show much time to load it. But usually it will take almost 40 to 45 minutes for the proper installation. And once it is installed properly, then you need to perform few settings, like it will ask whether is this the first node. If you are installing it as a fresh, then the first node that would be treated as a publisher, and if you are doing it second time, then that means that would be your second node. And once you click on the second node, it will ask you to add the IP address or the host name of the publisher, or the first node, you can say, right? So it will do all the required things on the, not on the backend, but in front of your virtual machine, right? So it will check all the things, copying files from one end to the other and everything. So once the installation gets completed, the first thing it will ask the IP addresses, domain names, your organization details, your DNS details, and all the things it will ask once it finishes the installation. Right? And then that I will show it to you as well. So with this, once the installation is complete, I will also do the installation for Cisco Unity also. I will show you that as well, but not in like I will not start it from everything from the scratch for Unity. But yeah, because it will take some time for the installation. So meanwhile, I'll do it for the Unity also, so that you can see both the things side by side. It's not like whenever you are working on one, then you cannot install for Cisco Unity or for any other server. No, you can do it side by side simultaneously, and that's what I will show it to you as well, right? And that's what you will see it in a bit. You will see everything. That's what I am saying. Now you can see it is doing the installation. It is installing the platform component and all. Meanwhile, I can just drag it from the right, and then I can configure a new VM, right? I can create it, register it. So I can give the name, select the file, the OVA file for the Unity. Next, 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 because I don't need to do anything. That's what I did it earlier, right? Next, once I will check, I will finish it, right? You can just check all the things. Then go to virtual machines, check whether your new virtual machine is created, power it off, then power it on again, right? First power it off, right? And then edit settings, check the video card, go to ISO file, choose the ISO file bootable, and then connect it, save it. After that, we are just accessing the device, like MLB Unity here, you can see. I gave the name of Unity as MLB Unity 1, and for the CUCM, I did MLB CUCM 1. Now you can see side by side, both are the things running. On the left side, you can see it's MLB Unity 1, and on the right side, you can see it's MLB CUCM 1. So on the MLB Unity, I also skipped the test, and now it is doing the installation. And on the right side, that is MLB CUCM 1. On the left side, you can see I need to select the Cisco Unity connection for the ISO, right? Now it will do the Cisco Unity installation on the left side. I'm just skipping the steps. And on the right side, you can see it is doing all the installation steps, which is required for the CUCM, right? Once it's done the installation on the side, you can see all the checks would be there. It says okay, 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 and the warning sign. Maybe something is like it is just showing you the warning, right? Once all the checks are completed, it will ask you a few details, whatever I discussed it earlier. What all are the details you needed, like organization details, IP address details, is this your first node, domain name, NTP server details, all these details it will ask after the installation is completed, right? On the left side, that is MLB Unity 1. You can see it is performing all the package installation just like CUCM. What we did for CUCM, that's what I am doing it for the Unity, right? As you can see, I didn't do any other thing. Now you can see on the right side MLB CUCM, just continue, wizard, apply a patch, no. Then now you can see. Now I need to choose the correct time zone. This is MLB, that will be like Australia, right? Melbourne. I will select Melbourne. Then it will ask for a few things like DHCP address and all. Now it will ask for a host name, IP address, mask, and gateway address, right? I need to add the host name here. That is MLB CUCM1. That's what I know. I am doing it for Melbourne, right? Now I need to add the IP address, IP mask, and gateway address. Side by side, you can see CUC, that is Unity is performing all their steps as well. And I am doing it on the CUCM side as well, right? So both are the things working simultaneously, right? So as you can see, I just entered host name, IP address, IP mask, and now I'm entering gateway address, and then just click on OK, right? So I have entered all these details, then it will just it will configure few things, right? Restarting the network and all other things. On the left side, you can see it is also doing it, the same things. Now it is asking, do you want to enable the DNS client? If I want to enable it, then click on yes. If I don't want to enable it, then I can just go click on back and then I can choose no, right? If you want to enable it, then you need to enter the DNS details. Otherwise, you can just press no, right? So it is configuring something, updating, restarting, everything it would done automatically. You don't need to reboot anything on your own. Now you can see it is asking for administrator ID, password, and the confirm password. That this is your platform administrator username and password, right? That's what I am doing. Like I am just adding CCM admin password and confirm password I'm entering. This is your platform password, right? And now here you can see platform password, but you will use for login. Now it is asking for organization details, unit, location, state, and the country. We will choose it. We will just add all the details. Then you can click on OK. I just skipped that. Now it is asking for NTP server details, right? You can enter the NTP details. NTP server, if you have one, then you can just add one. If you have NTP server details, two NTP server details, and you can just add two. Even you can add up to 5 NTP server details here. On the left side, it is performing all the steps now, whatever it did for CUCM, right? Now, on the CUCM side, it will ask for few things and it will configure few things and then it will ask for next available things like the security password now. This says enter the system security password, right? Now you will enter the security password and then just click on OK and then it will perform few steps. Now SMTP, do you want to configure it? If yes, then click on yes. If no, you can just click on no and perform the next steps, right? After that, it will ask for application username and password, which is used to log in into application administrative web page. That is for the particular web page. I just entered it with administrator and then the passwords. Now it says the platform configuration is complete and it's just configuring. On the right side, it came up. I just clicked continue and then it will perform few steps. Then again, it will ask for the all the same things which it asks for the call manager, right? So you can see it will ask for the time zone first. That's what I can choose the time zone and then all the other details also. What all are the other details? The administrator password, the platform passwords, and then the security passwords as well, right? It will ask for all these things in the Unity also. It's not like this is just for the CUCM. It is for everything. It is for Unity. It is for other subscribers, even for the subscribers as well. As you can see, it is asking for host name. Then I will add the IP address, IP mask, gateway address, right? On the right side, you can see after entering all the details, it is installing the database component, it is installing the packages and all, right? Everything it is getting added, right? It is configuring the network, same things, DNS. I don't want to add enable DNS right now. I can just click on no. So once I click on no, it will not ask for the primary DNS or the secondary DNS options. On the Unity side, that's what I did it for the CUCM. On the Unity side, I just clicked on yes, and I'm just entering the primary DNS. That's what I entered it. I have a primary, I have a secondary DNS, but that is optional. If you do not have the secondary DNS, then there is no need to add it. If you have, then you can just add it because that is an optional one, right? Then you have a domain name. If you have any domain name, then you can just add it here, or you can skip it, right? You can just click on no and you don't need to add everything in the DNS things. Now it is also performing the same things but it did for the CUCM, configuring the network, restarting the network, it will check all the network connectivities as well. So the whole process on the CUCM or on the Unity, like maybe you will be doing it for the first time. Maybe it will take like not only 45 minutes, but maybe it will take 1 hour, maybe 1.5 hour, maybe 2 hours as well. It depends how fast you are doing. Like, right? So if you have like if you did it previously as well, then maybe you will do it very fast, right? So the same things it is doing it for the Unity, checking network connectivities and whatever it is doing on the UCM side. Now it is saying installing UCM serviceability component. On the Unity side, it will say something else, right? Right? Because that is for Unity and this is for CUCM. Right side, it would be for CUCM. It would say installing UCM, that is Unified Call Manager components, right? So the components would be different for Unity, for the call manager as well, right? But the configuration, as you can see, everything is coming up as same. Like, do you want to use this one? Do you want to use that one? Hostname details, IP address details, gateway, address mask, everything is coming up, right? And most of the configuration, as you can see, on the CUCM, it will be completed maybe in a minute, right? And on the Unity side, I can just adding the details, no, and then I can just go back to configuring network. As of now, I'm just like pacing up this process, or maybe I'm just forwarding it so that it will install it fast. Okay, so now on the Unity side, it is asking for administrator ID, password, and the confirm password. That is platform administration username and password. CCM admin, that's what I am putting it. And most of the time, we will put this one, CCM admin, and the administrator for the web page. That's what you will see. Again, same things, organization, unit, location, state, country, it will ask, right? Now you can see on the right side, the installing platform component, it is almost completed now, right? So that's what we did everything for the installation of CUCM or the Unity, I can say, right? Now it says upgrades from previous release. That's what we already did. We did all these things, whatever it is mentioned here, like we did power off the VM first, modify the virtual RAM reservations if needed. Then it says there is a note, do not attempt to change the number of disk or disk size, right? You can modify the network adapter like we did it previously from flexible to VMXNet 3. Modify the VM version if previously using VM version 7, right? And you can see the instructions to upgrade virtual hardware. We already went to edit settings by clicking on virtual VM, select the tools, save the changes, and then we will power on the virtual machine. So I hope maybe you did it previously or not. I hope you will learn something from this video, how we can install the CUCM with the help of the TSXi, right? If you like this video, then please hit like, share, and subscribe my channel. And please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will receive notifications of all my upcoming videos. And second thing, if you want to schedule some time with me, then you can go to the stopme.io/technical venture and you can schedule some time with me. Thank you.